Hello there and welcome back to No Man's Land. I am just stood on top of this tiny hill, looking over all that I own, admiring my hard work, got that field limed, and we have been busy so far this morning as well. I got the rough area of a field cut out with the plough. I had to go in and take down one tree that was in the area, and other than that it was fairly simple. Now I'm just working my way in. I've missed this spot there, I'll get that later. I'm working my way in from the headland I created with the John Deere here. So we'll jump back in and we'll get going again. He's been doing a very good job, does need a bit of maintenance on it, which I should have probably done before I took it out doing field work in hindsight, but hopefully he'll get through it without any issue. Just oil needs changing, general upkeep and maintenance, nothing major. You see the ford over here behind those rocks when we get there. Did use it to pick up the tree I had to take down, and there is a trailer over there as well which we've got. So I spent the last few in-game days getting the last few bits that we really need for our homestead. Got a gravity wagon for when it is finally harvest time. Got this flatbed trailer here, 4 logs and bales. Trying to think what else I got. See, I've spent a fair whack of my money. I can't think right now what else I've got. I do know I still need some sort of food mixing wagon for when we do get cows in, but I don't really want to fork out the $50,000 it is for a Silo King one, so I'm hoping to find maybe a second-hand one that we can have. Save ourselves a bit of money. Oh, I did get a manure spreader as well, which is a bit of a long-term investment, but one came up for sale nearby. So I took the chance and I bought it. It wasn't too much. About $8,000 I got it for. We got the shed built as well, and then we did have a bit of snow as well, so I would have started this earlier. But it would have been a difficult job with the snow. Like, the ground wasn't frozen, we could have gone out and done it, but it's a bit hard to do well when the ground is covered by snow and you can't really see. Let's come back in here for this bit. So I've been at this about an hour now, not including the time I had the tractor sat idle as well when I took the tree down and did some other bits and bobs. It's a very long, narrow field. And over this end we do have it mostly covered by shade most of the morning, which isn't ideal. We'll see how well the crops do over there. This side there won't be any problem with sunlight, plenty of it, no shade cover. So I think this will probably be our wheat field. And the tiny field we've got, the tiny square of land that the previous owner worked, I think he had potatoes in there last. I am thinking I'm just going to get hold of some grass seed and just fill it with grass seed, because long term that is the area that I'll be looking to build a house on, because I can't go living in a one room wood shack. Even if in the meantime we just get a static caravan or something. Especially by winter time as well. I mean, we've no shortage of firewood, but be cold still, drafty, damp. A couple of snowy nights in there were enough in spring. And there we go, that's that side done. I'll just drop the plough here, get this bit I missed as well. Now there is a mod to do this with a cultivator, which is much easier, because you can get squarer shaped cultivators, which does mean it's a lot easier to not miss bits and get the sort of shape you want, but I quite like doing it with a plough. It's a bit more realistic, I suppose, ploughing up all this grass. Maybe not ploughing through a bush though, but there's only so much we can do with farm sim. I'll lift up the plough here. There's another bush ploughed up. And talking of realism, I put in the, I can't remember its name, real price mod or real numbers, and I've got the US Heartlands version on, so we now have realistic prices when it comes to selling and also buying as well. So like your average bale is like $50 or something. Seeds as well are a more realistic price. Let's back up here. Which will mean when we sell our crops, we're not going to see much money from it. We're not going to get the ridiculous amounts that Farm Sim normally gives you for every 1,000 litres you sell. Which does mean we probably won't be going and, buying crazy upgrades, anything like that. Which is fine, that's not what I want to do. I'll probably go for mods that are like this, old looking machines, old looking tractors, and we'll roleplay buying them second hand. And we have at the moment, with getting through most of our money, bought quite a few new things, but that'll be coming to an end now as we get to our last 100,000, because we won't be seeing anything in the way of a massive income. And that's not what we're playing for anyway. We're out here somewhere in Montana, homesteading, self-isolating, away from everyone else in the world, minding our own business. It's the one-man farm. There we go, and back again. We'll grab these bits I've missed as well. Little patch there. I'll probably look at putting in some fence posts as well, just maybe some sort of fencing. Slowly, no hurry to do it, bit by bit, probably in the summer months when we've not got much going on apart from looking after the cattle. If we've got hold of some by then, just put some fencing in just around the edges of our lands, around the dirt road. It's pretty well covered in grass at the moment, but I'm sure as more activity goes on, and probably get hikers out this way as well, these paths will look more like dirt and less like grass again. And lift and drop, and there we go, our first field. So what I think I'm going to do is head to the other side of this small hill and look at what sort of area we've got for a second field. Just see the dirt track here. It turns right. And then as we pass over, we've got this flat area here in the sun. I'm thinking I might even start it further in, then I don't have to take those trees down. They're only small, they're not going to be a massive amount of money in them in terms of selling the logs at the lumber mill, so why don't we try and keep them around for a while. And drop the plough there. No. A bit further in. Drop the plough there. Straight across here. Follow the boundary of the forest. Come back up. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Now I'll turn and I will follow this around. I'm not going to go too far, we don't want to give ourselves too much work to do in our first year on our own. Which is normally what I do when I'm playing Farm Simulator, try and give myself too much to do. And not enough money to do it. Right, we'll end it here. We'll go in now and across. Not going to go too far. Don't get carried away. And coming round here. Avoid this spruce tree. Gonna go for a spruce tree. There we go. I think that's a pretty decent size. Probably come winter, for a bit of cash, we'll think about taking these trees out and then expanding this field. But there is no hurry to do that. I think this is good enough for now. Didn't take that corner well. I don't really know what a Montana winter is like in terms of how much snow I should expect, but getting some snow at the end of early spring is making me think I'm probably going to have to invest in a snow plough as well. We don't want to be in a situation as well getting ourselves stuck in the snow. That's not going to be ideal because there's no one about to tow us out. See if we handle the corner better this time. Extreme farming. Yeah. Almost a handbrake turn. Not as good, that one. Drop the plough. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Drop the plough. And there we go. I have read about the real price mods, real numbers mod. If you are playing a big farm, you're going to want to adjust the cost of your helpers. Because I don't think that's changed with the mod, but everything else is. And there's some great detail as well in the readme about where the numbers have come from, and the changes the numbers for like fertilizer use and yields as well. So we should see from our smaller fields more realistic yields. So I'm thinking about putting in the unit conversion mod, using gallons and bushels, but I don't really have a good concept of a gallon or a bushel. Definitely not of a bushel. I'll go straight here. I might just start going back and forth. Or I might not. We'll see. Sort of wing it. But yeah, I've never used a gallon in my life. I never ever used a bushel. but you know, it's always a good time to learn. I do know those pallets of seed that I bought from the store, which I think came with, that mod came with the what map is it? What's it called? Medicine Creek map. Pretty sure they came with that. Could have been Nebraska lands, but I'm pretty sure it was Medicine Creek. Those pallets of seeds are 42 bushels of seeds, and they're also realistically priced. Even though they're modelled as soybean, corn or wheat, and each pallet, the cost matches its modelled counterpart. However, it does work like farm sim like usual, where the seed is generic magic seed that can be anything you want it to be. But it's good for, you know, role playing. So I think I'll leave this video here, because there's probably only so long anyone wants to watch someone go backwards and forwards with a plough. Hopefully next one we do, we'll be looking at getting maybe cows or getting seed into the ground. And just go with the flow, see what we feel like doing. So thanks for watching, have a good one.